What's poppin' and cracking, everyone? Is your mic on?
Hello. There we go. I was shouting
poppin',
too.
everyone?
What's poppin' and cracking, everyone? We're back. Hey. It is good to be back.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
After a week
Such a
of,
good break.
yeah. Unexpected
good recovery.
break, really. Like, it was so unexpected. None of us saw it coming.
Yeah, it was like it was a nuke. That
Yeah. It was like, bam.
we weren't. None of us were.
None of us
prepared.
were ready for that,
Yeah.
really. Like, give me the bell, Like, it's this. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah. But it really was like, unexpected, if you could say. Yeah, it is unexpected. We weren't able to see, what was going on, what was, we didn't see it coming, really. It's just like, and bam.
Yeah, it was just a click. Honestly,
Yeah.
Monday
So-
was the worst.
Okay, let's welcome for the people in the chat first. All right.
Yeah, so apparently we're doing live. So if anyone is there in chat,
Yeah,
feel
we
free
can, we can-
to message,
Yes,
put up an
sir.
emoji, and
Yes.
share the video if you guys want.
Directly, we can see the chat. Hey, what's
Hello,
up? We
what's
got
up?
a streamer here.
Welcome
we have
to-
our streamer
Yeah.
here. Welcome to Shift Happens, Mr. Saxy Ken. All right.
Plugins.
Plugins.
You follow him as well. He's a
Follow
good friend
him.
of ours.
All right, but anyways, it's so good. It's so glad that we are all here. If you can share this, right, to anyone, really. You know what? Are you connected here?
My Facebook is connected there.
All right, let's take the time to do it as well.
Yeah, I'm sharing as well.
All right, let's wait for it. Hey. There we go.
Facebook feed.
Yes, sir. So again, this is Shift Happens. What's everyone? What's up, everyone? Audio
Yo!
is great today.
Hello,
I know.
Mr. Sissy Paul.
I know, right?
What's up?
Audio is amazing today. Right? It is good. It is good.
It's really good.
today. Yeah.
Really, really good.
Let me look it up here. Okay. If you don't know where to share it, there we have POF Youth. All right. It's on Facebook. It's on Instagram. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
All right. It is everywhere. So, okay. Why are you wearing my? Is this your
Oh.
watch? I didn't know. I just saw it somewhere in the streets and I picked it up. So if it happened to be your watch, I'm very sorry.
How lucky can you be to find
I
a watch on the
know,
streets?
right? I know. And he's lucky because I picked it up.
Oh,
on
you're
the
not-
street.
you're not wrong.
It's not me who's lucky to find it. He's lucky that I found it.
Oh yeah, that's
'Cause,
right.
Other person would have gotten
Yeah,
it,
other
right?
people would have taken it. Would
yes.
have probably like sold
So,
it.
All right. So, anyways, it's so good to be here. Right? It's so glad that guys, we are back. All right. Again, to everyone who doesn't know, all right, we were struck
Yeah.
by good old friend
COVID.
COVID.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Chris was as well.
and
So, not the best of times, if you'll ask me.
it was actually really
Yeah.
unexpected.
It was like very much unexpected.
Mhm.
Like I didn't even see it coming big time. Seriously, like
I completely forgot COVID existed.
yeah. And until that happened, like that was like whoa.
Whoa,
Okay, I
COVID's
didn't see
alive.
that
Whoa,
coming, right? I
it's the
didn't
real thing.
See that coming big time. But anyways, right? Anyways, it's so glad. It's so good to be back here.
Mhm.
Right? It's amazing that we're able to speak again. All right.
Yeah.
And of course, we did not forget. All right, the same topic we had. All
Yeah.
right? It's still love there. All right.
Sheesh.
Love there. Beautiful, beautiful topic. All right. And okay, the subtopic. Right for today's video is.
Which is
Okay, I think this one will go out a lot more to those who are currently in a relationship already.
oh
Okay, so it's love lets the other win.
Mm,
Okay, this
Can't relate.
Can't
Can't relate.
can't relate.
Can't relate.
All right, but anyways, okay, love lets the others win. All right, what do you think about that phrase? Love lets the other win. Because when you think about it, it's like,
I would say like I think in most relationships there comes like the fighting and the arguments.
Yes, for sure.
And obviously, like,
whether it's like tiny arguments.
yeah, tiny arguments. You know, whether you love that, is that if you really love that person, and whether if that argument is big or small, and who's right or wrong,
Who's right or wrong? That's
whether
true.
the person you love is wrong,
That's true.
you know, you'd still love that person.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
That
Like,
is true.
sure, you're wrong. I still love you, but like, okay, I'll let you win this. And I just let you win because like I don't want to escalate this.
Someone
whole-
said in the chat, Usain Bolt doesn't love others because he doesn't let them win.
That makes sense.
It
that
does.
makes total
It
sense.
does.
I mean,
It
you
does.
just keep winning. You don't love.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Someone said hello. Let's greet them first. Hi, Eileen. Is that how you?
Yeah, what's up,
alright.
Eileen? What's up?
What's up, Mariah? What's poppin' and cracking?
What's popping, cracking?
Okay, but anyways, that is true. You know, this topic comes in a lot better or closer if you do have someone you're in
Yeah.
a relationship with. But if you're not, take these notes.
Yeah.
Right? That is, that is one of the best ways to talk about this. Take these notes, all right? Write them down. Okay? So, in a passage in the Bible in Philippians 2 in verse 4, it says, "Do not merely look out for your own personal interests, but also for the interests of others." Right? God
Oh.
bless your word. Amen.
Man.
All right? You see, if you were asked, right, to name 3 areas, right? Okay, since, Chris and I, do we have a lot that we disagree on?
I actually don't know.
Yeah, because we
We-
kind of agree.
Yeah,
a
we
lot of-
usually just agree with everything because like,
Who among the gang do you have much disagreements with?
yeah, Seki a bit.
No, like, because
Like mostly all like.
no, because like disagreement is like you quarreling, right? But like
Yeah.
disagreement when it comes to certain things, certain areas. Because we kind of don't really when
Honestly,
you think about
it's
it.
really hard because like
We all
agree.
agree to- with
We all
certain
agree
things.
with like our
Right.
group circle
Yeah.
of friends. We all
We all
agree
agree on
because for
certain
some
things.
reason we have the. Here's the
The-
thing. We have the same. We came from nearly the same, background,
yes,
the same
that's true.
interests, same
That
thing.
is very
so
true.
If we are to talk about something like, let's say, something controversial,
Yeah.
we tend
We
to
all
agree.
Yeah, that
It's
is
what
very,
we have with
That is
each other,
very
that's
true,
the
though. I'm not
thing.
gonna lie. That is very true. Because right, the question here was, if you were to name 3 areas where you and your, a friend or supposed to be a partner, right,
Yeah.
disagreed on, you'd likely be able to do it without even thinking very hard. That is very true.
That's true.
That is true. Like, it's very easy to think about what disagreements you have. I do too. Really? Mr. Jason Franz? Dude, yes, I do agree. If you don't remember Mr. Jason Franz, right?
Oh, yeah.
He was a guest
From
in the
Love
earlier,
Month?
in the earlier episodes of Shift Happens.
Which you guys can rewatch by the way.
rewatch again. It's still there.
It's up in
Yeah.
our YouTube channel.
Yes, sir. Right, you might not be able to even produce a top 10. You might even be able to produce a top 10 list, right,
Mhm.
in a few minutes, right? And sadly, unless someone at your, in your relationship, right, starts doing some, giving in, these same issues are going to keep popping up between you and, your friends.
Yeah.
Or, because like, I think one thing I am very, very much happy about
Yeah.
is me and my mates, my friends.
Mm-hmm.
All right, whether it's here or outside the church.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we agree with certain things. Like we agree with standpoints. We agree with.
Yeah, I think. I feel like the thing is, we might say that people are different.
Yes.
But like, let's say when you're surrounded in a specific culture,
Yeah, that's true.
and let's say you grew in this church, and when you go out into the real world, you might think, oh no, everything's so different.
yeah,
and all
it's
that
gonna
stuff.
be very different. But I'm just glad that
There are some cases.
Yeah, there are some people who just agree
it's
with
the
you.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm kind of. That's really what I'm happy about Okay. Hey, yo, you're here. What's up, Jason Franz? All right, he's here. All right. Unfortunately, stubbornness, right, comes as a standard feature on, on your relationship with you or your friends, or let's say you or your parents. This is
Yeah.
common to you or your parents because, like, because there's very different standpoints, most especially with the kids these days.
Oh yes, that's true.
And the parents of way back then, right?
Yes.
There's a very different standpoint. Right? There's a very different standpoint. Like, parents back then believed that, punishment through hitting, right?
Yeah, would
It would, like
would nurture or
nurture,
like,
nurture
or
the
like
kid.
develop a better child.
Yeah,
something
better
like
child. All right, but that year, what do you call this? That mentality, all right,
Yes.
that has been going on for so long, for the longest of times, I believe, in our culture. All right, I believe this is Asian culture.
Yeah.
Asian culture in general. It's not only Southeast Asians, but like Asian culture, like
General Asian
yeah,
culture.
general Asians. Like I believe, like even the Indians have these, the Middle Easterns have this. All right. Oh, and another thing is the South Americas.
Yeah, South
And
American.
in Central Americas, they have
I would
this
say
too.
probably also around Africa.
Yeah, it's a
Afri-
common thing.
I feel
really.
like it's everywhere.
Except-
it's just US.
Except, or
I mean, no,
I'm
in
not
US,
sure.
in some
Europe
cases-
is not really too.
Europe is not, because what they do in Europe is, if I'm correct, is that if you are a naughty child or you're very like let's say you're very disobedient or
Yeah,
anything,
yeah.
they literally send you to a boarding
Yeah, boarding school. Yeah, that's
boarding
like,
school.
That is the
or
worst
like
punishment you could get.
yeah. I mean, yeah, for some reason it's
That is for them. Yeah.
I mean, like,
for them.
because, like, of course, in those schools, they teach you how to be, like, very elegant.
Yeah.
Arrogant.
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 Arrogant. If you have not watched, I do suggest you watch it. It's a cool show.
Arrogant.
Arrogant.
I can't say the right word anyway. It has to be that.
Right? Yeah, that
Arrogant.
is true. That is true. Okay, defending your rights and your opinions is a foundational part of your nature and makeup. Right? It's detrimental. Right? Though inside, relationships, right? I don't think it's just us Asians. Yeah, you could
Yeah,
say.
it's probably everywhere.
Yeah, it's
just-
probably everywhere.
It actually just depends on, like,
No, yeah, that's true though, because like some families don't practice it.
yeah, some families don't practice it.
Some families
um,
practice it.
Yeah,
some
some families
family
practice-
also practice it a lot. If you get what I
Yeah,
mean.
that's the thing,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. It's detrimental though inside relationships. It steals away time and productivity a lot. When you disagree about certain things. All right. It can, right, steal time and productivity very much. All right. Yeah, blacks too. That is true. All right.
It's everywhere.
Right? It can also cause great frustration for the both of you, whether that's in your relationship with your parents, your friends, or someone you love. All right, it is, it can get chaotic when you disagree on certain things,
Yeah.
most especially like things that actually actually needs you to take a stand for. Like you actually have to take a stand for that
Yeah.
thing. It could get chaotic when you disagree about those things. Really, like.
Super, super. I relate to that.
Yeah, it is very hard. Like, I remember like speaking with some of my friends, and we were talking about it one time, and then, oh no, it wasn't with my friends. It was with my parents, and we disagreed about it big time. We just disagreed about it big time. And I swear that like for one whole week we weren't speaking to each other because
Oh.
it was a big disagreement, really, right? And it could get worse for some, really. Like some would just end their friendships. Really, I'm not. It is true, right? It
Yeah,
does
that's
happen.
really true, that's really
It is
true.
true. It does happen. They would just break their friendship because they disagree on. Yeah. Hi. All right. Granted, being stubborn is not always bad. All right. Some things are worth standing up for and protecting. That is true. All right.
That's true.
Our priorities, morals, and obedience to God should be guarded with great effort. That is very true, right? But too often we debate over piddling things, little things, right? Like color of the wall, right? What paint should we color it?
Oh my gosh.
Choice of restaurants. Oh, people who go on dates would know this.
Oh my gosh, where
the
do you wanna
choice
go?
of restaurant.
Where do you want to eat?
Where do you want to eat?
Saan, no?
Let's
Ayun,
eat here.
let's saan,
And then vinegar tofu. No. All right, let's eat here or there. And then you say this. No, I don't like that. People, right? People would know this. People would know this for sure, right? Other times, of course, the stakes are much higher, right? Which is true. One of you would like, you know, have you ever thought about this? What if you and your partner in the future disagreed about how many kids you'd have? What do you think?
It's quite difficult.
Right?
Uh,
It is crazy, right?
yeah, it's crazy.
No, because like I've spoken about this already. Not gonna say to whom, right? But like,
But like, how many?
yeah, no, because I was like, I was like two. So I was like two, natural. It's just two, just
Yeah,
chill,
I mean, two,
right?
I feel-
And then I get hit with, I don't want kids. I'm like, yo,
Whoa. Hey yo.
So like, you know, those certain things, all right? Those certain things, but there are reasons behind it. Okay,
Yeah, there's
don't worry, don't worry.
reasons.
All right, there are reasons behind it. Right? Others, you know, because others don't want kids. Others want kids. Right? Others want many kids.
Oh my gosh.
I remember hearing someone ask this to a random person. It's like, how many kids do you want? And then he was with his girlfriend, and the girlfriend was like, oh, I just want three. Three. And then the boyfriend was like, I want 7. I'm like, yo, where'd that come
what's
from?
that, Steve
And then-
Harrington?
Yeah, no. Yeah, it was in like an interview. And then the girl just looked at him like, yo, what?
Hey yo.
Right? You know, those things, okay? Like those things. One of you, you know, wants to go vacation with your extended family, all right? The other doesn't. And this is very, all right? Unless like you actually agree with like both.
Yeah,
Like with
yeah.
both parties like actually enjoy each other, you know, each other's family's company. This thing that happens a lot, right? One of
Yeah.
you prefers homeschooling, or you know, the other prefers face to face. The other prefers online class. All right. Online class, kids, don't cheat. It's not worth it, I swear.
Yeah, it's
All right, it is online already. You don't have to cheat.
it's for basic.
All right. Okay, one of you thinks, you know, it's time for, what do you call this? There are many things to disagree about, to be honest, most especially in relationships, like with parents. Parents, number one, there's
Oh, yes.
so much.
Parents.
All right.
Number one.
Friends? Friends.
Yeah,
too.
there's that.
Yeah, it's friends too. I'm just really glad that I have great friends.
Way.
Amazing friends. Yeah, these guys are amazing people, you know.
Way.
No, yeah. You know, they are amazing people. Yes. Very
He's
much.
just laughing
yes.
in the background.
Okay. Yeah, and you know, there's those things really, like, you know, when you disagree. Most when you think about it, you may not have, you know, a partner right now, right? But when you do, right, and you get into these arguments, heated arguments, and you know, like, because sometimes these arguments would test your ground,
Yeah.
how you stand on your ground, and you know how you'll actually like, okay, I am not gonna bend my will on that. You know, those things, right?
Yeah.
Those things, you know, it would matter, right? It would matter how you discuss, how do you talk it through, and all that stuff. You're not gonna talk it through just, you know, just so you could slip away with it, but you know, to give your firm stand that, okay, if you're agreeing on it, then I'm gonna agree, or, you know.
Yeah, there's that.
All right. So through these issues, right, may not, you know, crop up every day, right? They keep resurfacing and don't really go away. There are those arguments, those kind of arguments. I think one of those arguments is, where will we eat?
Yes.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, you know, those little arguments, they just come up every day. Right? They just come up every day. All right. It's
What are-
like, what am I gonna wear today?
What's for dinner?
Yeah, what's for dinner?
What's
You
for
know, Those
dinner?
things.
Oh
right?
my gosh.
Those things, like, you know, it could get messy at some point when you don't really, you know, think about that. I'm not gonna say, you know, I'm not like saying it's for all the couples, right? But you
Yeah.
know, it can get there, right? You never seem to get any, you know, closer to a resolution or compromise, right? The heels just keep digging and digging, right? It's like driving with a brake on. Have you tried? Okay, if you're a driver, all right, if you're
Okay.
a driver, okay, have you ever driven with the handbrake, or if for the newer cars, it's called an emergency brake, I think. Have you ever tried to drive your car with that thing on? Because I have. It's not because it is not fully down. It's kind of still a bit up.
Yeah.
So the car does move, but you're struggling. You
Yeah,
feel
you're
the car
struggling.
struggling. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, you wanna tell it to your like car, yo car, what's wrong with you? Really? I swear, like I've experienced it. Like it's moving, but it's so slow, and I'm wondering why. It's like, am I doing something wrong? And then I would like, oh, it's not like fully.
Yeah, it's not fully
yeah, it's
down.
not fully
It has-
pressed down. So that thing, it's very hard. It's really hard when that thing happens. Okay, there's only one way to get beyond stalemate, right? Stalemate. How do you call it? Quits. I was like, how do you call it? Quits. Yeah, you call it.
Quits.
You just like both of you just okay, we call it quits, right? There's only one way to get beyond stalemates like these, and that's finding a word, right? That's opposite of stubbornness, right? A word we first met back while discussing kindness in the very first.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That word is called willing.
Mm.
Alright? It's an attitude, right? And spirit of cooperation that should permeate, alright, our conversations. It's like a palm tree by the ocean that endures the greatest winds because it knows how to gracefully bend. Alright? Do you when you think about it, right? When you think about it, alright, it's crazy how I would always admire, alright, each time we would go back to our province and we go to our place in the
Yeah.
province, or our resort there. We have, you would see a mountain in the back, alright? You would see a mountain in the back. And what's funny is, alright, the winds there is very strong, like really, most especially on certain times, it can get very windy.
Okay.
And you would just see the trees. Like, I'm not kidding. Have you ever seen someone with a brushed up hair?
Oh yeah.
Have you ever seen, who's that character in Tekken? Jin Kazama,
yeah, Jin
or
Kazama.
Kazuya Kazama. You see their hair?
Yes.
You would see them in the trees, I swear. That's how windy
Oh,
it
that's
is
how
there.
the trees are looking.
Yeah,
dang.
the trees look like that. Like they, because it's angled on that way too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so they look like that, right? What's crazy is that there's so much wind that's being thrown at those trees, they just bend, they just gracefully flow with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and that is how, if we're gonna put the word willing, all right, if we're gonna objectify it, all right,
Yeah.
it's gonna be that. All right, that's and one of the best examples, right? It is Jesus Christ, right? As described in Philippians 2, right? The verse earlier, it says, follow the progression of his selfless love, right? As God, right? He had every right to refuse becoming a man, right? But yielded and did, right? I was watching, what do you call this? The Sandman.
Oh, I
It's on
haven't watched
Netflix.
that.
It's on Netflix.
Is it really?
Right?
Is it good?
It is good. It is good. Yeah, I
Oh,
like it.
I'm interested.
All right. So, okay. And I'm not saying it's any. Right? It's a fictional story, right? So do not, okay. But the story is like Dream. Right? Dream is let's say a god. Right? He's a god. Okay, and he's got powers too. But he was captured by a man.
Okay.
Yeah, he's captured by a man. So, and I would just see him struggle. Like, you see it in his face that, he's struggling. Like,
Okay.
he's struggling because, it's not it's not something he's used to, right? He's used to have his realm. He's used to have his, his palace and all.
Yeah.
But he's captured by mere humans, all right? And when you think about it, right, God, Jesus Christ, right, God, right, is a God, like, is the God, is
Yeah,
the God, you know what
Makes
I'm
sense.
saying?
Sure.
All right? He had every right to refuse it, really.
Yeah.
When you think about it, right, he had every right. And because God is, God sees the future, right? God
Yeah.
sees what is to come, all right? And he could have said, right? I'm not gonna lie, but he could have said this. If I'm gonna die for that, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
I swear, right? I swear. Like, do you see how how cruel the world is these days?
Yeah.
like you just imagine, like, if I was gonna die for that, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, I feel like the world right now has evolved into like very realistic reactions.
Yeah,
Like when they
it
see-
was.
nope.
It's just like pure chaos.
Yeah.
Right? That's why, we need God every day as we, progress through life. All right? We need His grace. Because it is cruel, right? But God, all right, but Jesus Christ, He was willing, right? That is the beautiful part about it. He had the right to be served by all mankind because He was God.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He was God, but He came to serve us instead. He had laid the right to live in peace and safety and willingly laid down His life for our sins. Again, the word is willingly. All right? I want us to keep that word in our minds because as we progress later on, we're going to know, right? We're going to know and we're going to see. Okay? He was even willing to endure the grueling torture of the cross, right? He loved, He cooperated, and He was willing to do His Father's will instead of His own. Right? In light of this amazing testimony, all right, the Bible applies us, all right, a one-sentence summary statement. Right? Have this attitude in yourselves, which was also in Christ Jesus. Philippians, all right, 2 verse 5. The attitude of willingness, flexibility, and humble submission. It means laying down for the good of others, what you have the right to claim for yourselves. All right. When you're in an argument, I swear, right? When you're in arguments, or whether it is big arguments or petty arguments, the only way that it is gonna subside, or the problem is gonna subside, is if one of you lowers down. It's gonna be alright for sure. Right? If one of you lowers down your pride.
Yeah.
Right? You know what's funny though? When the other one lowers their pride, the other person just has to put it in his face, you know?
Oh, yeah,
They have to rub it. I don't know why.
You just gotta rub it in your...
You just gotta rub it in their face too, alright? Like, you don't understand. I'm doing this for the both of us, right?
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
don't have to rub it in my face, right? Those things, right? Those things, okay? All it takes for our present arguments to continue is for both of us to be entrenched, right, and unbending, right? You have to bend, right? Compromise.
Yeah.
Right, compromise. There's certain things that we go through in life, and compromise, right? Because we love this person, right? We're gonna compromise, right? But the very moment one of you says, "I'm willing to go your way on this one," the argument is gonna be over that fast.
That's
I swear,
true.
instant, all right? And though the follow through may cost you some pride and discomfort for sure, right? You may, you have made a loving, lasting investment in your relationship with that person.
Yeah.
All right? Yes, right? Yes. But then I'll look foolish, right? I'll
Yeah,
lose the
that's it,
fight, right?
Yeah,
I'll
you look
lose
dumb.
control. It's, the common thinking, right? The common thinking, right? I will lose the control then. I'll lose, the fight. You've already looked foolish by, being bullheaded and refusing to listen, right? That is, you did not start to become a fool when you gave in, all right? When
Yeah,
you
there's
compromised, you started looking like a fool when you did not compromise, when you kept fighting your way through it, all right? You've already lost by then, okay? Okay, so, you've already lost the fight by making this, issue more important than your relationship, all right? And, the sense of worth of that, the other person, right? You may have already lost emotional control by saying things that got personal and hurt, your mate, all right? It is, I think it works two ways, all right? It works two ways.
Yeah.
The other one, right? Either one, right? Other one, bends, right? Compromises. The other one, though, you don't have to rub it in the face, man.
Yeah, you don't.
You don't have to, right? You do not have to, okay? You don't have to, right? Yes, right? Yes, the other person compromised, all right? So, you being a loving friend, a loving partner, a loving husband, a loving boyfriend, a loving wife, a loving girlfriend, all right? You do not have to rub it in their faces, all right? You do not have to do that, all right? The wise and loving thing to do is start approaching your disagreements with willingness, all right? Do not always insist on your own way. Again,
Yes.
insist on your own way, not on the other's own way. All right, it's you thing, because the reason why you guys are in disagreement is because you have a stand and the other person has a stand.
Yeah,
They
that's
have a
true.
say, you have a say. All right, both. All right, don't match. Now you're fighting. Right?
Yeah, that's
now
true.
you're fighting. Right. The wise and loving thing to do again is to approach it. All right, with the willingness.
Mm-hmm.
That, approach your disagreements with willingness. All right. It's not to say your mate is necessarily right or being, right or being wise about the matter, right? But you are choosing to give strong consideration to their preference,
Mm-hmm.
as a way of valuing them. All right. It's not to say, all right, I'm not gonna compromise because what you said was completely correct, but I
Yeah.
will. All right, I'm choosing to give strong consideration. All right.
Yeah, that's right.
Love's best advice comes from the Bible, which says the wisdom that is from above, right, is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, willing to yield. All right, that is in James 3:17. All right, what's up, Seven? I just saw Seven's chat. All right, instead of treating your friends, your family, right, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, okay, like an enemy or someone to be guarded against, start treating them as closer, as someone closer to you.
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
Most honored, a most honored friend, right? Give their words full weight. All right?
That's right.
Give their words full weight. Give their words full weight. Right? Because sometimes we would hear words, most especially. I think this is very common when you're younger.
Yeah.
When you're younger, and you're very prideful when you're younger.
Of course.
Right? You're starting to know much. You're starting to know things.
Yes.
It just becomes like, oh, I know these things now,
Oh,
so
I
I
know
can
these
I'll try to argue with my mom real quick.
Yeah, I'm not down like that.
those things, those kind of things. Like, all right, I'll try to argue with my mom real quick here. Right? Something like that. Okay, so there are those things, right?
Mm-hmm.
You start to look, you start to look at your parents and you want to argue with them, right? Because right? But right, once you see that and you take things into consideration, because
Yeah,
most of
that's
the
right.
time, right, your parents would want something that's best for you, for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Right? For sure, that is how they perceive it. That's how they see it. But only, all right, only again, okay, only again, as as the scripture says, only if it is in accordance to God's will.
That's right.
If it isn't, right, you can slip or disagree on
Yeah,
those
that's right.
certain things, right? Right? No, okay, you won't always see eye to eye. That is very true. Right? You're not supposed to be carbon copies of each other, right? Because if we were, right, because again, as Christian said earlier, like our friend group, right, we all mostly agree on certain things.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, if we were all the same, right? Let's say we all agreed and we're all literally exact copies of each other. Then we're robots. All right. There's nothing better. There's nothing new on that anymore. It's ugly. All right. There's certain things. There's like little things there are little things we disagree on. Right? Whether it's petty, really.
Yeah.
And it's funny, the petty things turn out to be the biggest ones,
Yeah, that's true.
because
It's the petty one.
yeah, the petty one. It's not. Most of the time, it's not really a big argument.
Mhm.
It's usually a small argument, like
Yeah.
really small. It just gets very big.
That's the
I swear.
smallest ones are the most
yeah,
dangerous ones.
yeah. I swear, the smaller they are, it's a lot deadlier.
Yeah, because like the big ones, that's a fact. You get.
Yeah,
you see
it's a
it,
fact.
You can solve it.
Yeah, because it's there. It's like
It's there.
Bam! I'm here.
Yeah.
Right? I'm here. Solve me.
Yeah,
all right.
it's
but like
simple.
the smaller ones though, they just start out very small and they
And it
get
just-
big
it
and they get
gets
bigger
and bigger.
It
It
gets bigger.
just spreads.
All right, and the next thing you know, you are in an argument and you're not talking to each other.
Oh.
All right, see, if you were, if you were like one, right? One of you would be unnecessary because if you were all like if we were all copies of each other, we said the same things, we done the same things, then one of us wouldn't be necessary anymore.
Yeah.
Because we're all the same anyways, right? Two people have always, shared the same opinions, right? Two people have always shared same opinions and perspectives, right? Won't have any balance or flavor to enhance their relationship with each other, right? That's the reason why,
there's that.
when you think about it, right? You're and your friends, right? You argue,
Yeah.
right? Yes, Christian could attest to this very much.
What do you mean?
All right. Yeah. Because if not, right? If it wasn't, if it wasn't the case, then we wouldn't be, amazing friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. These little, arguments, these little, misunderstandings. Right. There's nothing that would spice up your, relationship with each other. Right. If everything was just perfect as is,
Oh my gosh. I remember
imagine.
I remember just quick segue from a friend
Yeah.
we will not name.
Yes,
They're in a
we will not
relationship,
name.
just you and since the relationship is like going so fine and
Yeah.
stuff. The girl was like, I wanna fight.
I want to fight. Oh yeah, yo, I swear, I'm not sure if this is true, but people in the chat, all right?
Yeah,
If
could you guys attest that?
If you are a lady in the chat,
Yeah.
right? Would you attest to that? Like, would you randomly want to start a quarrel?
Just come on,
Just cause.
just cause,
Just cause, right? Not because of, anything else, but just cause.
just
right?
cause. Like I wanna, it's like if you wanna spice up.
I want something spicy tonight.
Yeah.
Let's fight. You know what I'm saying? you know.
This day has been too good. I wanna fight.
It has been too well, so let's fight. No. But it does make sense when you think about it.
Yeah.
When your relationship is going so
So
well,
well.
it starts to feel a little off.
Yeah. It's like, this is real.
Yeah. I mean, because of course, you can't say, someone said sometimes, right? Because you can't say, all right, you do
Yeah.
say yes, all right, let's say, yes, okay, I want, who doesn't want a stress-free kind of relationship?
Yeah, that's gonna be like so
Right?
where everything's
Of course,
like, so perfect.
everyone wants a stress-free kind of relationship, right?
It's-
Everyone would want that.
It's the idea.
Yeah, that's the ideal when you think about it.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah. But when it does happen, though, it feels wrong.
Yeah.
Like, yo, something's not right.
Something's not right.
Something's not right. We're
Yeah.
not quarreling.
We're supposed to fight.
We're supposed to be fighting.
Where's the fight I signed up for?
No, yeah, like, but those things, right? Those little arguments, right? Those petty fights, right? They spice up your
Yeah, that's
relationship. They spice up. Right? Rather, right, your differences are for listening to and learning from.
Yeah.
Because if you did have differences, right, then you wouldn't learn from them or you wouldn't listen to them. Because
Yeah.
you're both equal. You're the same.
Yeah.
Right? You wouldn't have something to listen to. You wouldn't have someone to learn from. Alright? Those differences, teach us. Alright? Because those differences make us unique. Those differences will make your relationship unique. Alright?
Yeah.
Because I think like every relationship is like a mold, right?
Mhm.
But those little things, right? Those little bit, things you have. That's what makes them unique from other relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Alright? You cannot say that your relationship is perfectly the same with someone else's relationship.
That's true.
Hmm. You can't say that, right? Whether that be your relationship with your parents, your relationship with your friends, your relationship with some person you love,
Mhm.
right? Intimately, right? It's different, right? You cannot say
Totally.
that your relationship with this person is the same with that person,
Mhm.
right? Because again, our relationships with each other have its own quirks.
Yeah.
It has its own quirks, and without those quirks, all right, then it wouldn't be a unique relationship.
Mm.
All right, it would just be like every other relationship you have. Then, right? That's the reason why we have, right? We select friends, right?
Yeah.
We select friends, and doesn't mean we select friends. All right, it doesn't mean that we choose our friends. That we
It's
have
not like-
the same kind of relationship with the whole. Let's say there's 5 of us. Let's just
Okay.
say there's 5 of us. It doesn't mean that, let's say, me, Christian, let's bring Seki. Let's take it
Okay.
around. Just three of us. Right? Doesn't mean it's the three of us, we're in the circle. Right? Doesn't mean that we're in the circle, we have the same relationship with each other. Me to Chris is different from me to Seki.
That's true.
Seki to Chris is different from Seki to me. Something like that.
Mhm.
All right? It is very different. All right? Do not think that, okay, because we're in one friend group, we have the same, relationship. No, our relationships with each other have different quirks. Same
That's
with
right.
your relationship with someone, with your special person, right?
Mhm.
It is different. So do not compare your relationship to another
Yeah, that's
person's
right.
relationship, because it is very much different.
That's true.
All right? It is very much different. Do not go around comparing. All right? All right?
Unless that's how you want to start the fight.
Okay, unless you want to start the fight, all right? Then you're wrong on that one. All right, unless you want to start a fight. But, okay, understand that. Okay? Do not go around, all right? If you hear someone, oh, he's like this to me, all right? And then you would want that in your relationship. No, it's
No.
not how that works, because, you have different relationships.
Yeah, that person is special just for you.
Yes. All
Alright.
right. It is not like that. Okay. All right. Remember that. Right? That is, wise words for tonight.
Yeah, I feel like the thing is, it's so hard to find someone exactly like
yes.
that.
Yes. That is true.
Like you yourself, you're unique. That's the
that
thing.
is true.
So like, let's say, you go through a breakup, something like that.
Yeah.
You saying such a thing as find someone
Who is like you?
who's like you is
It's kind of.
it's kind of not making sense because
That's true.
no one else is like that person.
Yes.
So
That is very true.
it
That is very much
it
true.
really makes it special with who you are. That's the
Yes, that is true. That is very true. Like, if like me, all right, let's say I have someone, right? And as Christian said, let's say, right, you break up, right? The best, one of the advice people would give, one of the many advice people would give is look for someone who is like you.
when like say it's like the breakup is that
Yeah.
you like someone
Uh-huh.
like that person.
Yeah, like that. Like, it's hard to do that.
It's so hard to find
It's
someone
hard
like
to
that.
do that. Really, it is very. No, even like, I think that's the reason why there's a very big thing about opposites attract,
Oh yeah.
right? Because these little things that you have that's opposite is what will get you guys along together
Mhm.
in a unique and special way.
Yeah, that's true.
In a different and funny way. It could be, it could be funny.
Mhm.
Right? Because like you never expect like I'd be with this person because this person is like the very exact opposite of me.
Yeah, that's the
And
thing,
like
it's
I wouldn't
complete
go with
opposite.
this person. Like this person is this person is that. Like I would swear like I'm this, I'm that. Right? Like there's no way. Because like when you think about it, of course I'd like to have someone who's like me.
Mm.
Right? You someone who's just chill, who's just laid back.
Mhm.
Right? But what's funny is when you see that when you meet someone who's like that, bro, it's not working.
Yeah, it's like
Cause like you're
no.
it is legit law of
Yeah, it is,
magnetism.
it
Yeah.
is.
No, because here's what. All right. Example. All right. I am lazy. All right. I am lazy.
Mm-hmm.
To a certain extent, all right. I'm not like fully on lazy. All right. But to a certain extent, I am lazy. All right. And okay, I find someone. Let's just say I find someone who is exactly like me. Tell me how we're gonna be productive as a couple.
I don't know. You guys are probably like, where do you want to eat? I'm just eating here in the house.
I know. You see? Do you see? Like, I swear, like, there's no progress that will happen
Yeah.
if that's the case. Right? There's no progress at all.
Yeah,
So,
there's no progress
you
at
can't
all.
go around and saying, like, I want someone who is like me. Right? Maybe with standpoints,
Yeah, with
yes,
probably
I'd
a
love that.
standpoint.
Right? With people who have the same standpoint as me, yes, I'd love that big time. But
Mhm.
to say someone who is exactly like me, right? How about we attract opposites now, not passive? Right? I swear, like exactly like me, my behaviors, my characteristics, I'd pass on that one, because it's gonna be one heck of a lazy relationship. Right? Like, are you a low-key kind of person? Like low key in the relationship, like you don't need much texting, you don't need much, But if the other person reaches out, you'd be there.
Yeah. I would say I'm
You're-
low key.
Yeah, you're not the type of person who's gonna go out and looking, hey, where are you?
Yeah, I'm not gonna be like, yo, you didn't text me or something.
Yeah,
or you didn't call me or something like that.
yeah.
I'm like, I mean, like, let's say for safety reasons.
Yeah,
let's
for
say,
sure. Like you just want to
like,
check
yo,
out.
are you home?
Yeah, like you want to
met
check
up.
up on them. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I am not gonna be just like, why you didn't
Low
message me?
maintenance. Yeah, low
You didn't
maintenance.
mess-
Yeah. No, because there's some people who actually, I swear,
Yeah,
you have to reply.
yeah. The high maintenance. Yes, that's right. The low maintenance.
Low maintenance and high maintenance. Some people are just high maintenance. It's not, it's not, you don't have to be ashamed if that's you. Yeah, you don't have
Yeah.
to be ashamed if that's you. No need to provoke it, sis. Like, not that it is. I swear, right? There are some people who's just high maintenance.
Yeah, that's true.
It could be hard to deal with. All right, but since you love the person, you're willing to bend.
Yeah, that's
like,
true. That's
compromise.
true. That's true.
Alright.
That's true.
See,
willing to compromise for that
It's
person.
willing to compromise, all right? Okay, love lets the other win, all right? Are you willing to bend to demonstrate love to to your friend, all right? Or to, to your family,
Mhm.
right? To a family member, to your partner. Are you refusing to give in because of pride, all right? If it doesn't matter in the long run, especially in eternity, right? Then give up your rights and choose to honor the one you love.
That's true.
Alright? Most especially if you know that it is pointless and it is petty. Alright? Okay? For the good of everyone in the relationship. Alright? Do that. Porgy so high maintenance. Have you seen his outfit? The outfit is high maintenance. Not me, I swear.
Well, that makes
Yeah,
like, let's say
Chris knows that. Like he doesn't need. That's the reason why I love. I think what's cool about my friends too.
Yeah.
You guys, like I don't
Yeah.
have to like message you like, hey, what's up? Like there's no that. If we do talk, we do talk. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
that's- yeah, we talk, we just talk.
If we do talk, we do talk. The epitome of Gastos. Well, that's Gastos, right? That is different. That is different. When you're talking about maintenance that way, then it is high. Right? But if not that way, then it is not high. Alright?
Well, there is like socially high maintenance.
Yes,
There's
social.
like-
Yes,
there's
yes,
the
I
thing.
love that.
Socially high maintenance or like emotionally high maintenance.
Yes,
There's
yes, that is very true.
It's like you can
Emotional high maintenance, God.
Oh my
it
gosh.
Could.
You always have
Right?
to be there.
I swear.
I need an emotional.
If you
support
do not,
every time.
love this person as much as you think you do, you're gonna collapse and you're gonna.
Oh,
Break
yeah,
down.
yeah.
You're gonna break down really. Okay. Right? It will be good for the both of you. Good for good for your relationship. Right?
Mhm.
These things again. Love. Love lets the other win. A cool dare. All right. Cool dare. A cool dare we have. Right. For
Yeah.
tonight is demonstrate love, all right, by willingly choosing to give into an area of disagreement between you and, let's say a friend, a family member,
Oh.
your partner. Tell them you are putting their preference first, all right? And let's see, how will they respond to that, all right? But okay, I'm just trying to see how this may play out.
Mm-hmm.
Do not do this sarcastically.
Oh yeah, there's that. You
There's
don't
a
do it
difference.
sarcastically.
There's a difference.
There's genuine.
There's genuine like
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna bend, for
Yeah.
this one, for this time, right? There's something like that, but there's something done when it's done sarcastically. No,
No.
don't do it that way, right? Because it's gonna worsen your relationship with the other person. All right? Do you get that? Okay.
Ah.
All right. So, yes, that is it
For
tonight's Shift Happens, right? This is, that's it for tonight's Shift Happens, really.
Where shift
All right?
happens.
Where shift happens. Again, if you are having a disagreement, talk over it, right? It's very important.
Oh my
Again,
gosh.
communication,
Oh my gosh.
I swear, all right? Communication is the number one solution.
Yes, that's true.
All right? With most arguments. Like, actually breaking down your argument and communicating about it is gonna solve your problem.
Yeah, that's true.
If not, if it's not like, something else, right? If it's not something
Yeah,
else,
this is something else.
if it's not something else, right? Communication goes a long way.
Mhm.
All right. No matter how tired you're and sick and tired you are, all right, because this person is just answering you very, very sarcastically,
Oh my gosh. So me.
right? Right? You know, I swear, if you're, yeah, this is true, right? With computer games, if you lose a Valorant match, it's because no one is speaking.
Yeah, like
This is very evident for us.
Yeah, it's so evident. We just scream. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
if we just start screaming or if we just start laughing, all right, we just start laughing and trolling, nothing's gonna happen with the game.
Yeah.
Because, all right, of course, all right,
At least
again.
you're having fun though.
Okay, let me break this down real quick, all right? Just like in a relationship, this is harder in a game. You know why? Because you're 5 individuals with 5 different mindsets, with 5 different play styles. No one is bringing you guys together.
Yeah.
That's why you need to speak, right? You need to speak, or someone needs to speak, because all those 5 individuals would play differently the entire game,
That's
and
true.
no one would care,
That's true.
and no one could care less, right? I'd play like this, I'd play like that. Don't mind me. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm not gonna watch mid. You know those things, right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna leave my turret. I'm not gonna put my turret in mid because no one goes mid. All right, no one goes mid. All right, if we don't speak about those certain things, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. No victory will happen.
Yeah, no victory.
Alright?
It's gonna be
This is the
0-13,
same thing,
bro.
This
Accept
is
it.
the same thing, right? This is the same thing with
Relationship.
with your relationship. Communicate about it. All right, whatever topic it may be as well. I think one of the reasons why then people don't communicate, or like they don't communicate as much, is because they think the topic is something the person doesn't like, and they don't want to talk
Oh,
about
that's
it.
true. Like they probably like think, oh no, this is something that person wouldn't want to talk about.
Yeah, wouldn't want to talk about something. Let's not talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing happens a lot. And they're like, oh, he wouldn't want to talk about it, so I'm not gonna talk about it. So, let's just leave it there, and it's gonna decay there. It's gonna rot in there.
Yeah.
All right. It's gonna slowly eat you both up. All right. And it's not gonna end well. All right. So go speak about it. All right. Speak about it, because again, if the person really does love you, right, they're gonna bend their own will as well.
That's true. That's
Right?
true.
Even though they don't like the topic,
Yeah.
they're gonna bend their will willingly.
That's so
alright?
true.
Just to keep your relationship happy, to keep your relationship healthy, right, and keep it loving.
Mhm.
All right. So again, this is it for Shift,
Shift
Happens.
Happens.
Where Shift happens. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah.
Right, in these evenings podcast.
Yeah, this evening.
Right, this was
special podcast.
Special podcast.
It's actually
yeah, it
really
was special,
special.
too. So hey, again, that's it from us. All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Mhm.
All right, again, we are still on the topic of love there, so you guys tune in. Our last 2 topics are gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see?
Yeah, I saw.
It is gonna be cool. So yeah, go check that out. All right. Thanks guys for tuning in and staying. All right. We love you guys so much. Again, you guys could check out and keep up with our social media
Yeah.
pages.
On Facebook, Instagram,
We're on Facebook,
Twitter,
Instagram, Twitter,
uh,
TikTok.
TikTok.
I swear though, TikTok. I can't wait for TikTok. I don't know why. I just love TikTok. I just love, I love TikTok,
Yeah,
I love
TikTok's
TikTok.
fun.
TikTok's fun, right? It is fun. It's not gonna be fun when we don't post, for sure.
It's true.
But it is gonna be fun, right?
Why?
Someone said sock reveal. Show us your socks. What's your socks tonight? Oh, it's a
I have
pengu.
Penguins. Yeah, penguins.
It's a penguin sock.
Penguin socks.
Alright, it's penguin socks.
It's really good.
Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Alright, the shift happens where shift happens. Alright, peace out, everyone. We love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you on the next. Alright, goodbye.